Hi, my name's John Moore, and I want to introduce myself. If you're getting this video, your son will be playing for the 6th grade SVAA tackle football Longhorns. And I wanted to introduce myself. I'm the head coach. Welcome to the team. Um, it is Wednesday, August the 1st, and I am emailing this out at night because I have just returned from a coaches meeting. In reality, it's actually Thursday, July 31st, and I'm making this video so it'll be ready to go on August the 1st. So it's technically last night that I'm making this, but you're getting it tonight on the 1st. I was led to believe, and I now know for sure but I was led to believe that we are going to have 22 players. That's fantastic. I can't tell you how fired up I am to have 22 players. That means more kids to scrimmage against and do that. SVAA cuts us off at 22. I would have taken more, but they do require every kid that joins SVAA does start. So that means we'll have 11 offensive and 11 defensive starters with 22 kids. So your son will either be starting on offense or starting on defense. Let me be very clear. It does not mean he's only going to play offense or only play defense. Every kid, or not every kid, a lot of kids will play on both sides of the ball. And so don't worry about that. They're going to learn offense and they're going to learn defense, but they are going to start on either offense or defense, and then more than likely they will play on both sides. We're going to set ourselves up to be good all year long. We're having a practice tomorrow. So if this is August 1st, that means August the 2nd is tomorrow night. We'll be having our first practice. We're going to hit the ground running. All of our practices, which I'll get into in just a second, will be at Mark Twain, including tomorrow night, Mark Twain Park. Mark Twain Park is next to Mark Twain Elementary in Richardson. There is a baseball field there, and we will be practicing in the outfield of that baseball field. And when it gets darker earlier, we'll have lights. Tomorrow night we're going to probably turn them on just in case, because we're going to go to 8:30. This little video here is to sort of be a team meeting, kind of a team meeting for the parents, or a parent meeting, kind of tell you what we're going to do and go over a little schedule of things coming up and what we're going to do. And then hopefully tomorrow can be short and sweet, introduce ourselves. I'd love to meet every one of you, and then get the boys out there and let's get some conditioning going and start there. We will not be able to practice this weekend. Unfortunately, I had a prior engagement. I'm going to be out of town. But next Tuesday, we start full bore. We're going to start right up. And tomorrow we're going to get some conditioning, do a few skill things just to see what we got. But next Tuesday we're going to hit the ground running when we get out there. Our practice schedules, like I said, will be every Tuesday and Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30, and they'll always be at Mark Twain. With 22 kids, which I'm assuming I have, 22 players. If not, it's going to be close, be 20, which would be great. Either way, this is not a job for just 2 coaches. So we have a full coaching staff. I've got 3 other assistants. They're all going to be USA certified. I've got me as the head coach. I've got Alex Flores. Alex Flores is going to be our defensive coordinator. He worked with me last year. Son Andrew's playing on the team. Alex and Dawood Crooms are going to be running our defense. Dawood has a son, also named Dawood, that played for me last year. But Dawood Sr. is going to be helping out on defense, and they will be running the defense. On the offensive side of the ball will be me, and then Tim Clark. Tim Clark's new. He's coached flag football. A lot of you, I think, have played for him, but his son Owen played 7-on-7 with us, and coming to tackle this year, Tim wanted to, I asked him to coach, and he jumped right and said yes, he'd love to help coach. And so Tim and I are going to be running the offense, and we will be mainly working with the backs and receivers. While we're working backs and receivers, Alex and Dawood will be helping with the linemen and getting them ready to go. While they're running their defense, Tim and I will just run support for them, anything they need, putting some offensive teams together to go against the defense and get them prepared to go. We also have a team mom. Very important to have a team mom. Jennifer Bogart is going to be our team mom this year. She'll reach out. Her son Riley's played for me for years, played t-ball and baseball for me for years, played football with my son Kevin for years, and Jennifer is going to, she's graciously stepped up and offered to be a team mom for us, and I can't thank her enough. She'll schedule with you other moms about, getting stuff together for what we need to get for upcoming events or Gatorades or waters or snacks or anything like that, and she'll help with that. Okay, the upcoming calendar. Let's see. Let's tell you what we're going to be doing here. We start tomorrow night. Obviously, we're going to be starting with a slight parent meeting real quick. And then the boys and I are going to get out with the coaches. We're going to get out there and run and get together and do some stuff starting tomorrow. And then next Tuesday and next Thursday, we are going to be practicing. The only way that next Thursday might be hampered at all is we are going to, next Thursday and Friday, SVA will be having its equipment checkout. So you have to, parents, you have to bring a check to check out equipment. It is not cashed, it's just held in case you don't return the equipment. I believe it's $200. And you just make it out to SVA, they hold it in a box and they keep it, they're not going to cash it. And then I believe also if you haven't already done it, you need to make sure and have your birth certificate already done. They would like it before we get there. We have 20 minutes to get our equipment and get out, and they would like to already have birth certificates, a copy of birth certificates there. And also if you can run your check by or give it to me, I'll give them, we'll give them the checks when we get there, but just have that ready to go so they can get their equipment. SVAA provides helmets and shoulder pads and jerseys. Besides that, and a mouthpiece. Other than that, SVAA, it's up to us to get our own pants. And so we will be wearing white pants this year. I'm also going to ask you to get a white practice jersey. They're cheap. We can get them online. You can go to Academy. Just would like to have all the boys wearing a white practice jersey. We have bought some colored pullovers for when we're scrimmaging against each other. If we start showing up in different colored jerseys all the time, it kind of gets things confused. I'd rather have them in all white jerseys. I don't care about practice pants, just jerseys. And then we can change the colors if they're going to be playing offense or defense for me. Okay, so that's with the calendar coming up. So next Thursday or Friday, like I said, that's going to be the equipment checkout. Once we get our equipment checkout, starting the week of August 11th, we can start practicing with our helmets, just with our helmets that week. That will be the 14th and the 16th for us. We'll be wearing our helmets with our mouthpieces and only in that week. So that's what we'll be doing on that week. Starting the week after that, August the 18th, our practices that week will be August 21st and 23rd. We are full pads. So we will be going at it, and we will be tackling and learning tackling, blocking, tackling, taking to the ground. We're going to start it, get it rolling. We'll be working on tackling drills without the equipment, but we won't be able to take anyone to the ground, just kind of be learning some stuff. But we're going to go at it on the 21st and the 23rd. We will practice that week and the next week leading up to September the 1st. September the 1st is the Jamboree, and the Jamboree is going to be at J.J. Pierce High School. We are the oldest group, so we will probably more than likely be on J.J. Pierce's practice field, which is the AstroTurf field there. A lot of you probably played 7-on-7, played there last year. Maybe some flag games were played there. The younger kids, 4th and 5th grade, will probably be down. The 4th graders will probably be down on the grass. The 5th graders might go before us. But Jamboree, if you've never played tackle before, it's a time to scrimmage other teams. And what they do it in 20-minute intervals. So they'll put us against another team. We'll take 20 minutes. We'll have 10 minutes of offense where we'll just run offense for 20 minutes. And then we'll turn around and get our defense out, and they'll run at us for 20 minutes or 10 minutes. And so we'll have 20 minutes. We'll take breaks. And then another team will be scheduled to be with us. And we'll all go back out again, and we'll do 10 minutes of offense and then 10 minutes of defense. It's a great time. Probably only do it a couple times, maybe 3 times. That'll be 40 to 60 minutes of going against other players. We will not let the cat out of the bag. We probably won't be running anything fancy in our plays. We just want to see kids taking the ball, running, having other kids tackle them, working on tackling other kids, and going from there. Next week after that will be September the 8th. And that'll be opening weekend. If we have an even number of teams, that means we'll all be playing. There's a chance for a bye. But that's going to be opening weekend. So that we'll have all that. Now, some of you are new to tackle football. This is brand new to you. I want to talk to you and you parents, for you that are coming on. This is a new thing for us. I've never had a team. I live on the east side of Richardson. I've never had a team with multiple kids from one school. My son's school has 3 kids on the team. That's usually the most we get on the east side. But we have 6 kids from Brentfield. We have 3 from Moss Haven that are going to be on here. We got 3 from Dartmouth, a few others from Garland and around. We got some from Lake Highlands area coming up. But 6 from one school requested to be on this team. I'm flattered. But you know, I love it. It really helps out practice-wise. Moms and dads can get together. They can carpool the kids, help each other out, getting to and from practice. Because folks, we really need to be at every practice. It's imperative that we have a lot to learn. We have already got 56 plays designed on offense, and that does not even include passing yet. We are not holding back. These boys are 6th graders now. We are going to get this offense going. We are going to learn these plays. We're going to put people in motion. We've got 3 formations, and then we're going to learn pass plays off of that as we go. And so we need to be at every practice learning. That the only way your son would not start on a Saturday is if he misses too many practices. And then he might, you know, he will play, but he may not start in that situation just because we got to have kids there that have been there. For you people that have never been in tackle football, you parents, we as coaches have a job to work. I mean, look, these are, I've seen some videos of the flag that I was shown by Tim. We've got some amazing athletes on this team. I know I've had some other dads who recruited some of y'all to play on our team, talk about the select baseball. I mean, I have no doubt we've got some athletes. I'm so excited for that. But there is a bit of a shock first time they ever play tackle football, which I think is great. I think I welcome it. I think it's great for them. If they want to play football beyond this, then it's probably good they get this part out of the way. They may never want to play football again, and you would rather them do it this way with a coach that loves them, takes care of them, and does that, than find out and go to 7th grade, never have played football before, and kind of get lost in the shuffle. Those junior high coaches are going to walk on a field with 40 or 50 kids, and it's going to be hard to pick out kids on that team. And so you really got to be somebody that's done it before, and then hopefully they'll pick up. It may take them a few weeks to pick it up, but they're going to have their hands full with a lot of kids out there. So the kids that have played before are going to stand out to a coach who has to pick among all of those. So that's my job to do that. But one thing I will do, this is football. We're going to be yelling. We have to get loud in practice. We're going to have whistles. We're going to be loud. I am going to be yelling at the boys when they make a mistake and do that. All the coaches will be yelling at them. We'll get loud. But I can promise you this. End of the practice, every one of those kids will be getting a high five, a hug. I love every one of them. Nothing's personal. It's just to correct things and go. And I'm also, the coaches and I are going to be taking you kids that have never played tackle before, and we are going to do what's called the boo-boo factor. And it's something that all of us parents are guilty of, where your kid gets a boo-boo and you're quick to pick them up and see what's wrong. I do it. I'm totally guilty of it. But in football, we have to get past the boo-boo and get back on there. We don't want to be sitting out plays because you scraped your arm or something that's just a boo-boo that we can get up. Let's get tough. Get back out there. Let's go at it again. We got to work them through that. If you're going to play this game, boo-boos aren't going to. Boo-boos are going to stop you. There's boo-boos and there's injuries, and hopefully we won't have injuries. I've never really had, knock on wood, serious injuries, but in this game. But there's a difference, and so we're going to try to keep the boo-boos to the minimum, and we want injuries to be the minimal too. One of the ways that a kid will very easily get hurt is by being timid, and so we got to help them get through that and not be timid. If you're timid, you're going to get hurt getting hit by somebody. If you're tippy-toeing in there and you're not, getting a little bit aggressive, take it to them instead of letting them take it to you. So that's part of what we do as coaches, doing that. So what to expect? Look, we are going to demand a lot of these kids. We are just going to demand it. This is no longer, we're not going to hold their hands anymore and walk them across the street. It's time to get out here and learn it. You're going to learn it and do it, or you're not, and you won't play as much. But if you're giving me 100% and you're just not grasping it, you're going to play. If you're goofing off and you're not getting it, and you're goofing off and you're not trying, that's going to be a different story. That's where you're going to have me on you. I know the potential of a sixth grade kid. I know that these kids are smart. I know these kids can pick up what we want to do. I know they can do it, and that's why, as a coach, it's my job to bring it out and do that. And I just can't wait to do that. Please be at every practice. Like I said, that's very important to be at every practice. Folks, I just want to welcome you to the team. I'm so excited to be the head coach this year, especially to have this many kids on the team. We'll see you tomorrow night. I know that a lot of you, maybe you went to Baylor or Texas A&M, which really, this is probably hurting you, that your kid's playing for the Longhorns, or Coach Clark, Tim, is from Ohio State. So I know that playing for the Longhorns, I didn't go to UT. Was just a fan, so I picked this team. But hey, take that energy of not liking the Longhorns and let's turn it into positive energy on the field and do that. But I look forward to seeing every one of you tomorrow night. The good thing is we're not K-State, so we're the Longhorns, right? Anybody with the K-State, is that I'm poking at Jennifer, our team mom there. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow night. So excited to have you on the team. I know this may sting a little bit. We'll see you tomorrow night. Hook 'em Horns. Have a good night.